Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to another video of mine. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get sweat-proof makeup. It's approaching summertime where I live. It's pretty hot, and I've come up with this complete routine that I've been doing a lot, and it is sweat-proof, and my makeup lasts all day. Sometimes I work outside in the heat for like 9 hours, 8 hours, and my makeup doesn't budge, it doesn't move. So here I am to share some secrets. I'm not really gonna go in depth on like an actual eye look and lip look. I'm just gonna show you the base, and then I'm gonna do my eyes and lips, but I'm not gonna that's not really the main focus of this video. It's just to show you how I make my makeup last. So let's just jump right in. I have this little cat ear, I think I put it on wrong, right? I have this little cat headband. Can you see it? Because today I wanted to be a cat. I have my little leopard print on. So, okay. The most important thing when starting your makeup and trying to make it last all day, sweat-proof, is you want to moisturize your face. You want to make sure you're working on a clean, moisturized, cleansed, exfoliated face, okay? Then you want to go in with primer. Primer is super, super important. The one that I love is from Becca. It's their light priming filter, instant complexion refresh, and it looks like this. I love it because it's lavender, and it comes out lavender looking. The reason why I love it is because it actually will make your face less dull and more awake, and that's why I love that one. So I actually have, this one is almost finished, and this is a brand new one. So let's see if I can get, okay, I was able to get, so let's put that over there. So it comes out lavender looking, see? And I'm going to make sure that I get the T-zone. And you want to make sure to push it in. Make sure to have clean hands. And press it in to the face, into the pores. I just really focus it in the T-zone, which is right in here. Chin, nose, sides of nose, forehead, like that. Okay, so that's primer. So I kind of let it sit there for a couple of seconds, and then I'll go in with my foundation. So the foundation that I'm obsessed with, loving lately, come in a little closer, as if my chair will let me. I love this one from Absolute New York. It's their HD Flawless. It's in the color Sand. It's a little bit darker than my actual skin tone, but I like it because then at the end of it I start putting bronzer on and highlighter, and it actually just kind of works out for me. So it's in the shade Sand. It's a lightweight water-based formula, smooth and natural finish, paraben-free, fragrance-free. That's why I love it as well, because I have super sensitive skin. So you never want to go in with anything that has fragrance. So I just focus where I simply need it. I have a movie on in the background if you hear noise. Okay, so I kind of just put it on like that. And then I get my It Cosmetics sort of dual-ended complexion perfection brush, and I just sort of buff it in, and I make sure to bring it down so that we don't have any harsh lines. And I bring it around. Okay. This is just to make sure everything is sort of one tone, and then I'll go in with my concealer, which will then conceal and brighten for me. If you don't want to put, if you just want to put concealer on, by all means, just put the concealer on, or just put the foundation on. Okay, so that's on. Nice. Like I said, you could just go with that, or you could do concealer like I'm doing. I have some, you know, dark circles under my eyes. I have some redness, so I like to be extra covered. So now I'm going in with Morphe Love. Love this product so much. I'm in C155. Looks like this. Looks like that. I like the brush because it's flat. And then I just put it under my eyes like that. I make sure to go in that corner area. Because I have darkness in there. And I go around my nose because I have allergies, and around the mouth. Tiny bit on the chin, tiny bit on the nose. And I go middle of the forehead. And you specify that to where you particularly need it. I like this brush because you can flip it and then buff it, or you can just take your God-given tools and just blend it with your hands. Like I said, make sure your hands are washed. Don't just go in and go in with, or you can go in with a beauty blender. I don't really like using a beauty blender for everything because the beauty blender just holds on to bacteria as well. So I personally just like using the smaller beauty blenders to bake. Okay. So I just kind of bounce it into the skin lightly around the eyes, wherever you need it, wherever you need concealer. So I have tons of veins on my eye. Can you see that? I have very thin skin, which is why if I gain like 5 pounds, I have stretch marks. If I hit into something, I bruise. I have very thin skin, and I have veins that just show all the time. Like, I don't know if you can see. You see how my skin is very veiny? See? Very thin skin. You can see my veins, see? So that's why I like to cover. Okay. Just making sure everything is blended in, because this is what's also very important with making makeup stay. Make sure that you're pouncing it in, and it also helps with not making your eyes crease, you know, when you get that concealer creasing. So after you've done your concealer, make sure to take your finger and just pounce it in. Just bounce it to make it get warm and settle in, you know? Okay, so next, super important. There's a few steps that come along with it, but you can handle it. We got this. So I'm taking from Makeup Revolution. It's their luxury baking powder in the shade Lace. Yes, looks like this. I take the product and dip it into the cap. I take quite a nice amount of it. So now what I do first, it's not gonna it's not gonna really make sense, and it's gonna seem like I'm doing a lot, but I'm really not. And it's also gonna make the makeup last all day, all day. So I'm taking just kind of like a powder brush, whatever, doesn't have to be fancy. And I'm getting a nice amount of powder on, and I'm just gonna put powder literally all over my face. All over, all over. Wherever you had your concealer or foundation touch, you want to put powder. I like this one. It's super like lightweight, but it works. It really works. You know when you put some powders on and they're super cakey and you feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup and you just have powder on? That's not what this one is. Okay. So, I know what you're thinking. Why'd you do all that? That is the first step to making this makeup last all day. I promise you. So put that to the side because you're definitely going to need it in a couple of seconds. So now is when I'll focus on my eye makeup. So what I'll do is I'll take like a little beauty blender and I'll take a tiny little bit more powder into the cap. See? And I like these things because they fit right under my eye. The larger one doesn't really fit, you know? Okay. And this is gonna bake under the eye, keep that concealer there for extra longer, and also it prevents from any type of fallout from getting all over your face. Okay. Make sure you get into that little inner corner with the powder. Okay. Then I'll take the beauty blender again and I'll pounce some powder into my T-zone again with the powder, which for me is the chin, like kind of the laugh line area and the middle of the forehead. For you, if it's different. Okay. Alrighty, so let me just lower this because it's super loud. Okay, so this is what we're working with so far. Looks like this. Now I'm just gonna quickly just put something on my eyelid. Like I said, I'm not really like focusing on anything in particular or like showing you an eye look, but I'm using the Carly Bible palette from their Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration. I'm gonna be taking the color Chai. It's like a nice warm brown, and just focusing that in the crease with the fluffy brush that it comes with, and just blending that nicely. Just buffing and blending. Okay. And then I'm gonna be putting I have Just Friends on in the background, if you're wondering what that noise is. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And now I'm taking the kind of olivey, sort of brassy color, My Angel, and just placing that right on my lid. And it's super pretty just on its own. Placing that with my finger. And the reason why you put that powder is so that when you're putting that, your eyeshadow, any type of makeup, when that fallout falls down, you can easily just wipe it away and it'll go away. Okay. Taking a little bit of the shade Bali and putting that on my brow bone. Like I said, I'm not really focusing on anything today. I'm just trying to get through this look, showing you how to make your makeup last all day. So next, I usually focus on bronzer. I love Hoola bronzer, as you can tell. I'll take a nice sort of kabuki brush and I'll just warm the face up. I like this bronzer a lot because it's sort of right in the middle, especially, you know, I'm quite fair if I don't have any type of tan, so I can't use anything that's super warm because then it'll look really muddy on me. Okay. Make sure to bring it down the neck, all the way down here. Don't forget ears and hairline. Just push it into the hairline. Okay. I don't contour every day. I just suck my cheeks in and just, I find where my natural cheekbones are. Okay, I think that's looking good. Then I'll go with blush. This is from Absolute New York. It's their Chic Cheek blush duo in Peach Fuzz Coral Gold. Love this. I just take a nice little brush. I'll take the deeper one, or sometimes I'll take both. It's really up to you. Smile. And I put some on the tip of my nose just to make it look a little bit more believable. Blush is like the first thing to go on me, so even though it looks like I'm putting a ton on my face, blush fades. I have no idea why, it just does on me personally. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some mascara on. I'm using from Essence the Forbidden Volume. Looks like, okay, so much for showing it like that. Okay, and just put a nice amount on. I like to put 2 coats on both eyes. So usually I'll start with 1 coat and then I'll spray my face and then I'll go back in with another coat. So I'll show you. I just wanted to come on here and start doing some beauty videos, you know, because there's so much devastation going on in this world right now, and I didn't want to come on here and make a video surrounding it, you know. It's just horrible. I know people who have lost grandparents and family members, and my sister works on the front line, so does my cousin. I mean, I have to get up and go to work too, so it's been pretty scary. So that's why I'm trying to just come back with some makeup videos to just take our minds away from what's happening, because it's pretty crazy, scary. And I just want to say my heart is with anybody who has lost somebody during this time, and if you're sick right now, I hope that you get better. And yeah, so So take a nice powder brush, the brush that we used in the beginning to put the powder on our face, and you're going to just wipe it away. Okay. So your face is looking, it should look something like that so far. Next, what you want to do is you want to spray your face. You're not done, but you just want now at this point to spray your face. You want to start soaking everything into the face. So we're taking from NYX their matte finish, long lasting setting spray, looks like this. Give your face like 5 or 6 sprays. Let it soak in, let it drink up what you just put on your face, okay? If you don't typically use a setting spray, I highly recommend to go out and get a setting spray. Setting spray has changed my life, honestly. So next, we're going to just do a little bit of highlighting. I love to highlight. If you don't, skip this step. From Makeup Revolution, I don't know the name of this, but it comes in like a quad looking like this. Sometimes I'll use this for bronzer, and I'll use those for highlighting. So going back into that nice powder brush, or you can go into another brush, it's up to you. And I'll take this front kind of white color along with that gold, and I'll just sweep it right along the cheekbone. And what that does is it's just going to brighten under that eye. And because we set the face, it's also going to illuminate it and bring it out further because of that setting spray, because of the okay. So I'll do this. Now, see, I like it all over the place. If you don't, just place it strategically where you want it. Because if you don't want to look dewy, like if you're an oily person, obviously you don't want to put highlighter all over your face, because then it's just going to really look like you're sweating, you know? But if you like that dewy highlighting sort of glow, then do that step. If you don't, do what I'm about to do, which is you're going to strategically place it. So this is from ColourPop. It's Flexitarian. Love this stuff. It's exactly what it says. It is a super shock. So just place it on the tips of your cheekbone, highest points, and I sort of bring it, I sweep it to where my temples are. I like doing that, and I like to bring it down my nose, and I like to make a little exclamation point. So I'll bring it down my nose like a line, and then I'll go boop. And I think it just makes your nose like super cute. And then I'll put some on the top of my Cupid's bow. Always in the corner of the eye. Always, always. It brings out everything. You can go in here too. It's up to you. And then obviously brow bone. Okay. Always make sure. Okay, so this is what everything looks like so far. Now, you're gonna be like, no way, no way. I take kind of like a smaller, sort of fluffy brush. I go back into the powder. Yep. And I go under my eye again to brighten and to set. And then I will go back over any area that's an area that could potentially sweat. So I'll go right in here again with the powder in circular buffing motions. See how my brush is going in a circular motion? I'm not going like this. I'm going in a circular buffing and blending motion. My chin, bottom of my face in a circular blending motion. Sides of the nose. Wherever you get oily, this is so important. Middle of the forehead. It also can tone down some of that illuminating powder that we did that we don't want to look super shiny for. Okay. So you can finally put the cap on all of that. Lips is next. Lips. So what I've been liking to do lately is taking from Jordana the Plush Plum. I'm just giving my lip like a nice little pout to start with. And then I'll go in with this little tester from MAC in Velvet Teddy. And then I'll go back in. It'll look something like that. Last but not least, I'll spray again. And while that is setting and while that is soaking into my skin, I'll put on another layer of mascara. Because I personally like 2 layers. You can stop at 1. You don't even have to wear mascara. It's up to you. You can throw false eyelashes on. Like I said, it's up to you. What's a show that you guys have been loving during this quarantine? Let me know. Because the show I have been loving and binging is a show called Lucifer. I'm obsessed with it. It's so amazing. It's so good. If you like crime, murder, sort of like fiction, comedy, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Okay. This is just because I'm fanatical about my lashes, okay? And that's that. That is the look, okay? That is what I've been doing. I know it seems like a lot is on my face, but because of the way we went about it, the steps we took, the powder, you start with your creams, and then you're gonna set with your powders, and then you're pressing in and baking with some powders, and then you're setting your face to soak all of that into the face, and then you're going back in with powders to reset and relay it down, and then you're then spraying it to completely finish it off. And I swear to you, come heat, come sun, come whatever, you know, like beads of sweat, no matter what, this makeup is going nowhere. I promise. I promise you. So, like I said, you can change it up, do a different eye look, no eye look at all. Just put chapstick on your lips or whatever you like to use. This I just put on for the sake of the video and for getting ready, but that's what I've been doing, because I do work out in the sun, and so this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we can become besties, and leave a comment below, like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, ding, to be notified every single time I upload, because sometimes, you know, it gets lost in the little algorithm of what happens on YouTube, but it will actually notify you, and it'll say, you know, Emily just uploaded a new video, which is really cool. I'm trying to think of what else. I came out with a new album, a whole standards classic album, show tunes with my father. It's a duet album, and I'll link that below as well. It would mean a lot to me if you check that out and support us. Yeah, I just want to say I hope that you guys are staying safe, and I really, really hope and pray that this will all be over soon. And yeah, we're all in this together, okay? We are all in this together. And if you think I'm not struggling with what's happening, I'm struggling. Don't you worry, we are all in this together. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you in my next one. But if you can't wait to talk to me and you want to talk to me sooner, down below I list all of my socials and where you can find me: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm mostly on Instagram, but yeah, where you can find me and where you can talk to me, because I love socializing and talking to you guys. So I love you guys, and I will see you all and talk to you all in my next one.